Hello everyone, my name is Forex Extraordinaire, and if you are keeping up to date or if you love Forex strategy games and strategy games in general like I do, then you are probably blindsided by the new announcement that was teased by Xbox Studios and Oxide Games for their new game, ARA History Untold, which seems to be a new strategy game that has Forex elements and is rooted in a turn-based system. So it seems like every second we get a new competitor to Civ 6 and to a lesser extent Humankind. And basically the purpose of this video is to dive into the trailer, talk about the website that they recently published. It was actually crashed by the amount of attempts to access it. And I think it is up and running right now, but I did want to talk about the details, the published screenshots, and get into the juicy little nitpicks, whatever I can talk about, and just analyze the game for you guys. So this is their website. Love the little purple highlights, by the way, but I wanted to talk about how this game takes a few cues from Civilization 6 and Humankind. I mean, if you are a historical sandbox strategy-based game, you probably have to at this point. But one of the big details that they kind of talked about here in the Rule Your Way section is that you can play as your own customized ruler, or you can play as a preset ruler like Queen Nefertiti. And I'm not sure about the full extent. This is a very vague description of which you can kind of customize your ruler, but it seems to be preset in that there are only a certain amount of empires that you can play through as. There are a few revealing screenshots, which I want to talk very quickly about, but you essentially explore the world. There seems to be varied and diverse terrain like deserts and jungles, and then there are also systems in place to help you customize and rule your nation as a ruler. So it seems to be kind of priding itself on dynamic decisions like that, and then of course a built environment. So one of the most telling things about a game, any game, not just Forex games, are the screenshots, and the screenshots here are, I gotta be honest, a little bit rough. This is a pre-alpha, so everything could change, from the gameplay design to the way territories work to the way they decide to render buildings and everything. So I will kind of hold my breath on that, anxiously waiting for more news, which they have said this game will release within the next 12 months in 2023. So I think there is a little bit of a rush for the devs. I hope there's not too much crunch time in terms of developing this game, but it seems like they have a lot of work to do. But I do have some complaints with the environment itself. It seems a bit lackluster. I don't think there's a lot of colors kind of going on. This seems to focus a lot on the cities, so it looks like it borrows a little bit from City Skyline, which is a surprise. I have always kind of wanted a more city-focused 4X game, so I'm kind of glad to see that is showing its stripes, I guess you could say, in these screenshots. But there is an interesting detail I noted. There seems to be some kinds of either it's a wonder or it's some kind of geographic landmark. There are forests. There are fairly large nations that you can form, and it seems like there are individual cities on each little hex here, so that's going to be interesting. I don't know if this game really focuses around one singular city, or you kind of build territories and then build cities in those territories and connect them to your main city hub. Again, details are very scarce about this gameplay, but there seems to be features like the rivers, forests, and possibly even wonders. I'm not going to kind of nitpick and micro analyze all of the individual details here. I think that's for some of the data miners maybe in the future and some more avid fans, but at this moment I really know very little. There's the actual Colosseum there, so we don't know how that wonder system works, but it seems like there are some cultural buildings here and there. So this is going to be it for my analysis. I don't want to overanalyze again. But if you want to see more details about Humankind and Civilization 6, some more news about that. I also cover other strategy games and Forex games, so go check that out in the video section if this video kind of wooed you over. But anyway, love you guys so much. This has been Forex Extraordinaire, and I'm kind of excited to see how ARA History Untold develops further. All right, love you guys. Peace.